of family recreational four-wheeling.
It is fantastically beautiful.
Their machines are meant to take on the challenge, but with another reason in mind. The goal with these folks is to get into the outback with their children and friends and access the rugged beauty that nature has to offer.
Behind me is Hell Roaring Window.
This one is great. Beautiful. I drive a 2007 Wrangler Rubicon. I already damaged underneath it. Only had it 5 weeks, but so what?
No big
fun.
deal.
No big deal, you know. But anyway, we like it here, and we expect to be back here many times.
I'm Jack, and this is Shirley Sheeler from Reno, Nevada. We're driving the CJ5 Jeep. Having a great time. This is our first year here, and we'll be back again many times, for sure.
It's absolutely breathtaking. A lot of fun, a lot of good people.
Out west, last century mining and cattle wrangling created many thousands of miles of roads. Natural erosion has changed these routes into bumpy, challenging trails. The happy byproduct is four-wheeling fun. No matter the brand of four-wheel drive vehicle, Jeeping soon became a popular term for this unique sport. From the beautiful southeastern desert of Utah to the dizzying alpine heights of southwestern Colorado, Jeepers are in for a real treat. Before getting on the Jeep Rotor Trail, drivers prepare their rigs. Among those chores are airing down tires and removing the sway link disconnect.
I like to air down this tire to about 12, maybe 13 pounds. And that gives me a nice soft ride, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lose the bead off the rim. It protects the tire and it kind of gives more tire surface. And it makes it so that you can climb some of the slick rock we're going to do today. So it's really critical that we take the right amount of air out. And people who are riding in the Jeeps really notice the difference when we take the air down. But this is a ritual we have to go through, before we go on the trail. 19 pounds, so it won't be too long, and we're going to be down to our pressure of 13 pounds.
It isn't long until all four tires are down to the desired pressure.
Now we're going to take this pin out on this side, pull the pin out, and then I use a screwdriver to pop it off. And then I bring it up, and I can put that in the post here like that. Now we've got our tires all aired down, and we got the sway links off. And the reason why we do this is because it allows more articulation to take place with our vehicle. The more that we can keep the tires on the surfaces, the more traction we're going to have. Even though we have four-wheel drive, we need to have as much traction as we can. And that allows us to get over some of the really rough places. We've got some rocks that are way high and way low.
Well, yeah, many years ago we drove by here, and I always thought that if you missed the corner and you fell in there, you'd never get out. Then one day after going through here with some friends, we came back to this to play around. And first thing we did, we backed in there with the aid of a winch, thinking that we would actually go backwards possibly. Backed in and pulled out, and we did that. That was pretty cool, we thought, made good pictures. So I came around and I drove in the steep side and drove out this other side over here. I thought that was pretty cool. Then, not to be outdone, a good friend of mine, Texas Bob, who's deceased now, he went in the shallow side and drove up the wall that way. I think he's probably one of the first guys to go up that one. At that time I was using CB handle Mickey Mouse, so they called it Mickey's Hot Tub after Dan Mick. But probably one of the first hot tubs around here to have some use and some fun. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of people have had great times here, and there's been many vehicles damaged right there. They've spent a lot of money in this hole over the years. You can see this Hummer over here behind us is right now doing a little repair work after biting the dust inside of the hole. And here's our Hummer driver right here. He's from Israel, now living in New York, New Jersey area. Was it good for you?
It was great.
Was it worth the break?
Absolutely.
No problem? Ready to do it again as soon as we fix it?
No problem again.
No problem. You do it again. Safe piece of cake. A lot of fun.
We begin with an exciting ride to Gemini Bridges, a natural sandstone marvel not far from Canyonlands National Park's Island in the Sky. Driving a short distance past the Goonie Bird Rock, we follow a bumpy wash road through Bull Canyon. At the end is a tall red sandstone cliff box. After a short hike, we witness a captivating view of the bridges. It gives them a spectacular view of the twin spans before seeing them at the top. A short four-wheel drive from there leads us directly to the edge of these parallel wonders. Individuals peer over the edge into the 250-foot void they were standing in earlier.
Just lay down right here and then you scoot all the way. A relationship built on trust.
What happens next is a rare, exhilarating experience in four-wheeling adventures. There are two remarkable choices to traverse the bridges. One is the inner wider span, and the other a narrow path barely wide enough to accommodate a vehicle. Our Jeep follows a rocky road shelf leading right to the edge. After the thrill of driving the downward sharp left turn, we drive across the 10-foot wide span.
Scared the crap out of me.
The driving skill is kind of interesting. We've got people who are really seasoned drivers. They've been doing this for years, and then we've got some people who are actually out for the very first time, and they're doing really well. And this is how you learn. You just follow the people who know where to go and what to do, and do what they do, and learn, the techniques of four-wheeling, and that makes a big difference.
The reward is a breathtaking, top-of-the-world 1,200-foot cliff.
Oh my gosh.
The view is straight down.
All sides. That is beautiful.
It's a fabulous place for lunch.
Yeah.
Peanut butter, the best.
Great place for lunch.
Some days, pilgrims are lucky to witness distant desert thunderstorms.
Yeah, that's a good spot right there.
Ride along with us on the edge of your seat.